All I gotta get you to see, if I could just get you to see that nigga, them mountains is tree stumps. If you can really see that, the veil is broken, bro. Because from that point, you see everything. You see everything.
Evidence of branches and leaves laying next to a huge stump. In fact, one of the leaves measured taller than the Empire State Building. I want to take you to the location now, and here we go. And the area that we are looking at is north central Madagascar, right in this area here. There are more than one example of what look like to me ancient tree stumps with quite possibly large branches and large leaves in some cases, laying next to some of these very huge structures. This is one that I showed you guys yesterday. Measure this thing and you can look at the side view even. On Google Earth here, we'll go side to side. There's the stump. 4,000 foot on this side over here. Go across. A little taller on this side, about 4,150 feet. It's over 8 miles wide. We look at the miles, 8.45 miles. We could set the entire city of Nashville and all of its suburbs right there quite comfortably. If you go to the left, which would be about the 10, 11 o'clock position, all over in this area, you'll find what look like leaves and branches all over the ground. Here's an example of one here. There's many, many, many examples. This one here we're going to measure real quick. And I'll show you just to kind of put things in perspective how long that thing is compared to something that's very tall. So we'll measure from top to bottom. And we'll go in feet, 1,596 feet. That one branch is taller than the Empire State Building we showed in a video earlier, right there. I think it's the same exact branch that's on the ground, taller than the Empire State Building. And there's others. There's many others. So if you look around, you'll also find many more examples of these leaves, like right here, big, huge branches.
But when you really get to looking at the mountain, you be like, oh shit, that should do like a tree that got cut down. And then you start scanning back, looking at the whole mountain range. You be like, oh fuck, that's the tree they cut it right there. That's disguised as mountains. Boy, that shit stand out clear as day when you know that's the tree you looking at. And then think about how tall the tree was. You're like, oh shit, hold on now. I'm looking for evidence about all this shit Rashad Jamal be talking about how we fell in frequency and this was our planet and we was giants and we was blue, red, and green and you did blah, 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 bleed. Look at this big ass tree. This was a tree right here. And it's gone. First off, why they cut it, what the fuck they cut it with, and what they do with the rest of the tree. That's where your mind gonna go. And then when you start looking at how spaced out they are from each other, and if they was that big, you can see the forest. Because see, if you look at it as a mountain, you'll see one mountain range right here. And then way in the backdrop, you'll see another mountain range. But let's look deeper. Imagine that mountain range you're looking at was a big ass tree. So if it was a big ass tree, once the branches gonna cover out far as fuck. A tall ass tree, them branches gonna go damn near to a whole other state, nigga. Right? So now that would make sense why the mountain ranges be so spaced out from each other. But if you think about how big the tree was, they really not that far from each other. You see what I'm saying? You gotta think about like, damn, okay, how tall was this tree? And that, even though that mountain range is 20 miles away, if this tree was that fucking tall and the branches went that far out, it wouldn't have been that far away from that mountain range that seems 20 miles away. Oh, so now I can see the forest. Now I can see the forest. This is the forest. Look at that mountain range. Look at that mountain range. Look how far that one is from that one. Look how far that one is from that one. Then you see, nigga, you go state to state. You go state to state, you're like, oh shit, I see it now. I see it. Now do you know why? Now you can see why we told you. We said, hey, it was so many trees on your planet at one time, and the trees were so big that, nigga, literally you could walk up a tree and walk from California to Canada. Now I want you to think about that. The trees were so big that a squirrel or you, because the trees were still bigger than us. We was big as fuck though, but the trees were still bigger than us. You or a squirrel, nigga, could walk up that tree and walk just on the branches from California to Canada and never hit the ground. So that means you can walk on the branches from California and be in Canada without ever having to come down that tree. That's how big these trees were. And you can see that clear as day if you could just understand that those are tree stumps, not mountains. It's easy to see.